you guys know I get excited pretty easily, but this is going to be exceptional. So several years in the making, I've been meeting with almost a half a dozen different inventory companies and inventory management software, stuff like that. And there just really hasn't been an option that I found was number one, affordable. Number two, gave us the information we needed. And number three, didn't bog us down. I think so many times we're looking at inventory management that's just almost overbuilt and too robust for what we need. But at the same token, we need something that's sophisticated enough to give us real world data. And so huge shout out to the BAM team. They have been working with Nate Hepner and Hepner Consulting and his team for months now, and they have just been a game changer for their business. And so I was introduced to Nate. Nate and I have been meeting for a couple months just to make sure that this is a partnership and an alignment that makes the most sense for Pentech. As you guys know, we don't like bringing anything to the network that we don't believe is going to move the needle for you guys. And so I thought, what better way to kind of introduce this new partnership and opportunity for inventory management than to bring on some of the BAM team. So we're joined by Brandon Landreau and Rob Macklin, who are on the BAM team, and obviously Nate Hepner, who's the CEO of Hepner Consulting and InventorySync. So I would just encourage you guys, like when in doubt, I would really encourage you guys to schedule that demo, at least chat with Nate or a team member to learn a little bit more. And I just think it's a no-brainer for a lot of our dealers that are looking to keep better tabs on the product that's in their warehouses.
And BAM Coatings, and more specifically Rob, is we're going to keep the lines of communication going with Nate. I don't know how many versions of this we're on now.
7.
They're rolling out. He's rolling out updates at a staggering pace, and it's not like when your iPhone updates and you're like, I don't know what changed. You go in there and you're like, oh, this is awesome. This got better. This is faster. This looks easier. I can find this quicker. So those guys are really cooking. But Rob's helping him really understand from a coatings company's perspective what we need to see to be able to make the most out of this.
Yeah. I can't emphasize that enough. This software I don't understand this is a criticism. This is not a criticism of the software. It's a very simple software designed very specifically for this industry, right? If you think about, probably most of you use Builder Prime, right? Or most of you use QuickBooks Online, right? Those software products have to serve the needs of a window company or a bath company or a coatings company, which means they have to make compromises in what they're doing. This is a hyper-focused, hyper-specific solution specifically for this product, and frankly, specifically in a lot of ways for Pentech product.
Yeah.
So what that means is the value that you get compared to what's there is like everything that's in this is going to be useful. Every feature here is helpful and useful in some way, unlike other software packages you may have seen. So I do think that the value of this is specific, and because it is so focused and because it is so hyper specific, as Brandon said, it's constantly being updated. And because of the way it's built, if one of you has this great report on, man, I have an Excel file that I track the weather on any given day, and I can put in that weather file and figure out my top coat utilization on if it's raining versus if it's snowing versus if it's dry. And you go, hey, Nate, do this. He could probably fit it in somehow. And let's put a weather toggle in on the job costing report.
Yeah.
And we can figure that out, right? You could never do that. You could never go to Builder Prime and have them do that as wonderful as the product is. It just doesn't work. The nature of this product being so specifically designed is a really, really big bonus, I think, for us as Pentech dealers.